Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. Any edge that you could create, but now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Takes the second down snap. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Throwing from the gun. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Nico Collins with a touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Home team 7, visitors nothing.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a first down now.
50-yard line.
Another carry for Robinson. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Rice pulls it in along the sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Is a first down.
Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And goes to the hurry up here.
3 yards gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. It is Cup bouncing football. And out of bounds inside the 5. Ooh, the sideline saves him there. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Dart gonna throw again. He's got it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and goal at the Texans' 5-yard line.
Dart out of the shotgun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. Catch made. Touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll run the draw with Montgomery. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Darius Slay with the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. 2nd down now. They need 7. They'll go play action. That one's incomplete over the middle. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Setting up to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Still sticking with the passing game. And again, an interception is drawn. Looks a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
18, cut, Buffalo 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
It's a gain of 3.
They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This gets the 1st and more. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys take the lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Texans 7.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
First play is a design run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Now Dart. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys will add to their lead at the end of the half. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Texans 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He's back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, a run to Robinson. Going in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Offense in a hurry up here.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Darts looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here he goes, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it. They worked hard to have the halftime lead Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So it's second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line fast.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Third and long for him here. Hits him on the in route. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And they take this in for the score.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not, well, this kid can run.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And his guys push their lead to 18.
28. Texans 10.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Texans take over.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll throw on second and 10. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And he's in. He makes the pick, and he